Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today we are at an extremely special location. We are here at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. Jerry and I and the whole family, the whole crew is here for the Grand Garden Show put on by proven winners. This is the first time the show has been back after a 2-year hiatus. Everybody is so excited to be here. Everything is just buzzing with all things gardening, and it is just a fantastic environment and space to be in for the next couple of days. So what Jerry and I are going to do is just a really fun, informal, behind the scenes tour of gardens that we find here on the property of the hotel, different little aspects of the hotel, because if you have followed us for any length of time, you know that we have never been to Mackinac Island before. So we are exploring and finding out all of these fun things for the first time. And I know a lot of you either have not been able to come, wanted to come, it's on your bucket list. So I thought it would be really fun for us to do a little bit of a behind the scenes tour and bring Mackinac Island and the hotel to you. Really don't know exactly where we're going to end up today, just some different spots as we explore. We're going to find some things, but this is the Grand Hotel. It is positively spectacular. If you did not know, this is the world's largest porch. It is 660 feet long, completely lined with rocking chairs. Wonderful space to spend the afternoon in. Jerry and I had fun yesterday, just kind of relaxing there. I think you can see possibly with the camera is that the entire porch is lined with flower boxes filled with geraniums. Geraniums are definitely the signature flower of the Grand Hotel. There's over 147 window boxes and over 1,400 geraniums in those boxes. Just beautiful, and of course the American flags going across the front with those gorgeous pillars. Wonderful, fun environment. If you ever get a chance to come, I would highly recommend that you make the trip to come see the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. So we're just going to come around and explore some fun things. So let's just get going and find some fun secret gardens around here. We are in one of the lower gardens, obviously right below the hotel, and it has this magnificent fountain right here. One of our kids told us this morning, they're like, that's what we need to do. We need to put a fountain like this out in the front of the field in front of the house. So they dream big around here, and my kids do too. So fun things is that the gardens are just all-encompassing. They are just everywhere. So every little nook and cranny has some sort of gorgeous plants growing in them. Like for example, massive, huge hosta right here. Behind it is a fantastic lace cap hydrangea. Huge blooms on that thing. And look at the foliage on that. Just glorious. So nice, especially from us coming from our North Carolina, the heat and the humidity. So here we have gorgeous hydrangeas followed by some astilbes, and then huge ferns back here, huge ferns, along with beautiful roses, nice buttery golden yellow. They've got rhododendrons in here, and then of course the evergreens. So they just have in all sorts of different spots. This is a full sun area, beautiful plants, and then we're going to whip around over here because I think from a distance you'll be able to see these hydrangeas up here on the hill. I haven't explored them up close, so we're going to see if we can go figure out what kind they are. Obviously they're going to be a panicle, and they are turning an absolutely gorgeous shade of pink and rose right now. But the hydrangeas are everywhere. Gorgeous blooms on them, tons of annuals, of course. We were meeting up with Jack earlier, and so he has been quite busy getting all the gardens and all the planters and everything just in tip-top shape. Today is Sunday, and so the show officially starts tomorrow morning. So everybody's bustling around here trying to get everything done. But look at this, massive, huge hydrangeas, gorgeous pink that they're turning. Got the daylilies in front, just spectacular and huge and beautiful. And then I'm going to assume these are Incredibles or some type of Annabelle. Huge blooms on them, just massive and gorgeous. And they have containers, like you can see the container behind us, that is filled with just gorgeous annuals. There's zinnias in there, there's cabbage, there's meteor shower, there's some dahlias. That container is just huge, huge. Then we've got some beautiful catmint down here. Really nice, that nepeta, and then the peonies. Can you imagine when the peonies were in bloom? These would be huge. Just look at these massive peonies. Wouldn't that be spectacular to see in person? Just huge when they're in full bloom. Really, really nice. And then we're gonna work our way down through here. So there's peonies in here, possibly looks like a quick fire. We were talking with my mom, so you can tell like a quick fire is very different than say like a limelight, because it has the blooms are open on it much more, where a limelight could be like right beside of us, nice really tight blooms, and the quick fire has more of an open airy look to it. And then coming on around, so they're just kind of repeating those same plants, right, to keep it balanced. And then coming down the sidewalk, this is where they've got tons of beautiful annuals in here. Dahlias, lots of dahlias on the Grand Hotel property. Beautiful, huge heads, just massive and gorgeous. Very that much kind of that cottage eclectic look, because we've got dahlias, we've got cosmos, beautiful double cosmos, beautiful, oh, the dahlias, along with the impatiens and grasses and just all sorts of fun, beautiful plants in here. And then they just are just, you know, repeat them all the way down. Lots of spaces to come and sit and enjoy and just relax and take a load off and just enjoy the scenery here at the Grand Hotel. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and find another spot to show you. But yeah, and it's a cloudy day, so that works out really well for filming. And so we're just going to find some fun to get into, and we'll see you in the next spot. All right, friends, so we found the secret stash of all of the containers and planters that they are going to be moving this morning from this staging area up into the hotel and on the porch. So we thought it would be fun, since all the containers are in one spot, that we'll just show you all of the fun containers that they have. These things, of course, are huge and massive because it is the show and you want to have it looking spectacular. What we love is with this garden show, of course, they have great little tags that tell us everything that is in a container. So as folks are walking by, they can see exactly what's in there. Of course, we have the gorgeous Prince Tut, then the brand new Mini Vista. This is the Mini Vista Midnight. So really nice. It's very reminiscent of that Royal Velvet, but a more a little smaller bloom and a little bit more of a controlled habit. So it's not going to get as vigorous and spreading as our Royal Velvet that we love. And then of course, the Dichondra Silver Falls. This is just an absolutely wonderful, not an evergreen, just a foliage plant that trails lots of gorgeous color. Purple fountain grasses, I don't know if this is snowdrift, let's see, yep, that is snowdrift, and then of course verbenas in here, and so they're just repeating some of those those same things, like with the purple fountain grasses and lantana and priscilla. They're back there having a little fun. They certainly enjoy having fun on these in these gardens, because if you can't have fun, I mean, then what's the point, right? So elephant ears, this one is, I think, Heart of the Jungle, probably. It is Heart of the Jungle. Here's your Royal Velvet. So you can see the difference in the size of the Royal Velvet versus the Midnight. Beautiful gold lantana. This is Golden Gate. There you go. Beautiful Supertunia Vista Honey, not Vista, Supertunia Honey rather, and Toffee Twist. I know Sometimes we think of grasses, of course, they can only be green or they can only be that deep dark purple. Well, this is toffee twist, which would be a wonderful one to have in your fall container. Pair it with that honey, nice kind of that brownish hue to it. The color is supposed to be really, really nice. And then of course the Suncredible Saturns, they are all in there. So let's come on around. They're working that way because they're in the process, of course, of moving all of these containers out, and they've got to get them up there onto the hotel area. So you can see other areas, and we're not going to get into their way, but this is definitely kind of the staging area for all of these beautiful plants. Gorgeous, huge containers, nice, big, and upright. There's the man of the day, Jack, back here. If you heard some little screaming and hooping and hollering, it's just Jack. He's fine. He's just having fun, right, Jack?
I was gonna sneak up on you.
We heard you hollering, and I was like, who is that crazy man? And he's like, oh, it's just Jack. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fun. So we're just having fun looking at your all the containers.
Yeah, they're big and
gorgeous,
heavy.
So where do these? I mean, obviously these are coming in from. Where did you grow these out?
All these get grown out at 4-Star.
Okay.
So down south of Detroit, there at the Proven Winners hub. And now we're just trucking them all up to the Grand Hotel front porch, and we'll set them all up and style that out for a cocktail party tonight to have the kind of scene set. And then a lot of them also have to go inside to set the theater all up and make that look all beautiful so that it looks good enough for you to be up on stage.
Hush it.
Yeah,
no, they're beautiful.
There's some really nice stuff. Some of the new roses and hydrangeas and stuff that are coming out are super.
Look at that persimmon back there. That, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Supertunia?
Yeah.
It
and
is.
All this stuff was just grown for the show, so it's, show quality.
Absolutely. It is gorgeous. It is stunning. All right, well, we'll let you, don't hold you up, so you just go back to work.
Okay.
Just ignore me.
Okay.
We're just sneaking around. Yeah.
You do you.
Thank you. So gorgeous. This is the new, like we were talking about, this is the new Supertunia. This is the persimmon. Look at that fun color on that. And again, don't be afraid. Of course, you can do the mixed containers, right? So you can do your mixed containers, but if you want to make a huge statement piece, especially from a big distance, pick that same plant and put it all in a container. You have that monoculture. There's a couple of them in here just like that. Because the possibilities are just endless. And then over here, look at this container. Oh, this is a gorgeous combination. So you've got the Rockin' Salvia. So this is the blue suede shoes. You've got Volvulus. Looks like Citron, the Citron Lantana. That's a nice soft yellow. Then maybe Mini Vista White, and then the Spike Grass. So here you've got this huge container, loads of gorgeous color, blues and whites, very cool, cool colors. But just see that they are working their little tails off because lots of things to do to get ready. So what we're going to do now is get out of their way so that they can get to work and we won't be disturbing them. And we're going to go find some more gardens, some more fun things to get involved with. When you come to the Grand Hotel, this is the entrance where you will ascend to the Grand Hotel. The hotel sits on a hill, so you have to come up a nice little embankment to come up to here, but just makes it such a huge statement piece with these gorgeous flower beds. These flower beds are redone every year, so they are different every single year. So you can visit the Grand Hotel and see something different each year. Filled with loads and loads of color. Very bright, very eye-catching, and it has just a fantastic mix of all sorts of annuals. So of course here in the center it's going to be a little bit taller, and then on the outer edges it is nice and short so that you can see it all the way around. So they've got in here like the purple fountain grass, the cosmos, cleome, canna lilies, some dahlias, and then mixed with petunias and impatiens and gorgeous cabbages. Like, look at that, huge. And that's what is the beautiful thing about here in Mackinac, nice and cool. I know in North Carolina with our hot and humid weather, this is most definitely a fall, cool weather plant. We could not have it out in the open, especially in August, but you can just see all the different colors and textures are beautiful. We've got lantana growing right here along with Tyrinia and alyssums. Beautiful, huge dahlias in here, lots of loads of color. Just the texture and the entrance to these beds just make it just spectacular. So you can just go through here and just kind of soak it all in, lots and color. You know me, I'm a girl of color, and this is definitely a fantastic inspiration for loads and loads of color. Then we come up to another huge bed where can't even tell you all of the different plants that are in here. They use a lot of those same types of plants, just on different colors and different varieties, of course. But look at those cosmos. Massive, huge blooms on them. Pollinators are all over it. I love the fact that we've got really soft pink baby doll dahlias next to some orange corally color cannas. That's a really fun color combination. Maybe you don't think about that, but you've got those combos together next to some blue and red salvias, pinks, snapdragons. So it is like color is king here at the Grand Hotel in these flower beds. Really nice, and look how nice and tall the meteor shower verbena is. And then here in the center, I do not know what that huge statement piece is. Some sort of, would that be like a banana? Some sort of banana tree. There's a monarch. I don't know if we can grab the monarch as soon as we get over there, but there is a monarch butterfly feasting on the meteor shower verbena. So huge pollinator attractors. There's bees all in here, and just a huge, beautiful statement piece going up to the hotel. Here on the corner of the hotel is Sadie's Ice Cream Parlor. So if you are on Mackinac and you want to come up here, you can go in and get you some nice cool ice cream as a treat. And then of course, if you want to come and visit the hotel while you're here, you can, even if you're not a guest. You just pay a flat entrance fee, like an admissions, and that way you can explore the hotel and see all of the grounds and everything that is here, and just hang out on the porch, enjoy those rocking chairs, have a nice cool beverage, lots of fun. But the flower beds are just spectacular, just huge. Lots of marigolds, especially if you kind of look down the entrance. This is where the carriages come. You will see that huge pop of those oranges. Those are all marigolds in there. So lots of fun, texture, and now we're going to see what other kind of mischief we can get into. Here we are at one of the little secret nooks off of, you can see the main thoroughfare here of the road going up to the Grand Hotel. So you've got folks coming and going, lots of families. You've got bicycles and you've got carriages and families walking their dogs. It is such a fun family environment that you can just relax and have a lot of fun, enjoy the course, the beautiful scenery, and it's just a nice, safe feeling for your whole family to be at. This little area is a side road that will go down to where you can like rent bikes. There's a little putt-putt course down through here, but I just wanted to show you this little side garden because it's not on the main thoroughfare. So when you come to the Grand Hotel and to Mackinac, just have fun and explore, because you're going to find some little secret gardens. Under this is huge, gorgeous tree. There's lots of mature trees here, but we have got a whole collection of hostas and hydrangeas and ferns and ground covers of pachysandra and all sorts of fun things. But you can see that this whole space is completely covered in plants. Obviously, this is to a whole nother next level, but remember, we've talked about the more plants that you're able to add to your garden over time, then the less weeding you're going to have to do and the less mulching you're going to have to do, because these plants will just come and fill in these beautiful spaces. The evergreens are in the back, so that's what gives it this beautiful nooked in feel. But look at the entrance here. They have these little, it's not even a gate, but it's just, you know, an entrance right there. Gorgeous, impatiens with some petunias down here and alyssum. Really nice color. Just having fun in here with all sorts of great things. And then we come over here. This looks like a pretty relatively new bed. We've got some rhododendrons, astilbes, and looks like Ariella Sun King, which is that great, even we can grow this one in North Carolina. So that is like one of the most versatile shade plants. If it can grow on Mackinac Island and in North Carolina, then that is definitely a plant that you're going to want to add to your shade garden. And then coming in here, tiptoeing through here, beautiful big leaf hydrangeas next to some serratas, the lace caps, the eucharis. Look how beautiful these eucharis are. Nice, big, gorgeous colors on them. Different texture, of course, different textures, different colors, just brings in a whole different dimension. So this bed, you can tell, is somewhat new, that they are developing just because it's not as filled in and mature. Yesterday when Jerry and I were walking through, just exploring, we came in, saw the greenhouse. This is where you can rent some bikes down here. And then we were trying to figure out how we could get out of here, right? And we were like, oh, there's a cute little path right down here. Maybe that'll go up to the side, because if you go this way, it goes up to that hill and there's a fence, so you can't go in there. But look at this. So we've got some baptisia here, beautiful big evergreens. And you think, oh, what's down here? Let's go explore. So coming in, and all it is this beautiful shade secret garden. You've got this gorgeous weeping tree right here with some hostas. There is a bench, but this is it. It just goes in a circle around this great tree. Huge flagstones right here so you can walk through. We've got some maidenhair ferns, gorgeous, huge. Don't think this may be an ostrich fern. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it is huge and beautiful. So there's always some sort of little secret nook around here to explore. All right, so here we're just wrapping around from the little secret garden, and then we're gonna come back around to where we first started the video. But they've got gorgeous veronicas in here. Of course, the tall garden phloxes mixed in with astilbes. You can tell that the astilbes, you know, are older blooms, so they have already had their blooms, but then you've got hydrangeas in here, lots of fun things mixed in underneath these gorgeous evergreens. You've got more of the Sun King right here mixed in with a big leaf hydrangea. So it's all about layering different textures, very cottage feel to it, not a formal garden at all, just beautiful colors and interest wrapping around here. And then there is a fun little evergreen topiary over here that I wanted to show you. Here on Mackinac, obviously, there's tons of horses and carriages, right? So the Grand Hotel has done a really fun topiary statuary using ivy to recreate those beautiful horses. So you've got English ivy, you've got the tails are some daylilies, the mane of the horse is asparagus fern. So here we have great two horses that are trotting along, walking along the path, and then you've got this beautiful carriage. Again, lots of the English ivy, and then the signature geraniums that the hotel is so famous for. So this is just a really fun little, cute little tongue-in-cheek area that the hotel has done. Just spectacular. But you can see we're back to where we started the video with the fountains, and then of course the hotel up here over my left shoulder. We have more exploring to do. We are going to go do some gardens. We're going to hook up again with Jack. So we're going to do some garden tours. So we're going to show you one of those. So make sure that you stay tuned in the next day or so for that garden tour. I don't know which cottage we're going to do. We just said, Jack, just take us wherever you want to take us. And so we're going to have lots of fun spending some time with Jack later on today. But for now, this is all that we have. And as always, thanks so much for gardening with Creekside. Y'all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends. We had just wrapped up our video when we found the secret garden. We already put the camera equipment up, so here I am just using my phone to give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes of this gorgeous secret garden. Fantastic, gorgeous, massive color in here. Such a fun place.